Ever wondered how websites manage to display various image sizes without slowing down the loading times? Well, image manipulation plays a crucial role in any web application. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Programming Fields. I'm Umesh Rana. Today I'm back with another interesting video in Laravel 11 playlist. Today we will be diving into Laravel 11 image intervention step by step. We will learn how to leverage intervention image. This is a popular library to manipulate image within your Laravel application. So by the end of this video, you will be able to resize, crop, watermark and perform various other image manipulation to enhance your Laravel projects. The intervention image library offers a unified API, flexibility with different image formats and seamless integration with Laravel. And this makes it more powerful for developers. So I will cover a step by step in this video. But before jumping to the example, let's discuss about some functionality provided by image intervention package. So the image intervention library provides the flexibility to resize the image. We can crop, we can put watermark, we can add text overlay over the image, we can encode, we can decode the image, and also we can transform the scaling of the image along with the color transformation. These are just a few functionalities, and intervention image provides many more features for manipulating image. Alright, so in this video we will cover all these features in depth. So let's get started. So first thing first, we will install Laravel intervention image package. So initially we will check out the documentation of Laravel image intervention package. So let's search Laravel image intervention, and here we have the very first link of this official documentation. Let's click on this, and under this getting started tab we have this introduction. So we can read out this introduction. So basically this intervention image package will be used for processing images. So this provides different functionalities just to manage images. Just like it provides the flexibility to resize the image, we can add watermark, we can crop the images, and it provides many other functionalities. So let's proceed with this installation of this package. So if we scroll down, then we can see we have the following prerequisite. It requires PHP 8.1 minimum, and there should be MB string PHP extension enabled. Also it required image processing PHP extension. So if you are ready with these prerequisites, then let's proceed with this installation. So for installing this image intervention package, we will be using Composer. So let's copy this command, come back to the terminal, and under this project folder, let's add it, let's hit enter. And this will take a couple of seconds to install this image intervention package. And this is done. Alright. So if we will check out to the composer.json file, then we can see we have this intervention image 3.6. Now let's come back to the documentation again. Let's follow these other steps. So after installation, we are ready to use this image manager. And if we'll scroll up, under this framework integration, let's click on this. We have the Laravel integration here. So we have completed this installation step. Now in the second step, we can proceed with this image manager. So in order to use this intervention image, we will have to import this facade in our controller or class. Alright. So now in the next step, we will create one controller. So I will switch back to the terminal and I will create one controller as PHP artisan make controller image controller. Alright. So the controller has been created. So now inside this controller, we can import this facade. So let's copy this one. Let's come back to the VS Code editor. Inside this app HTTP controllers, we have this image controller. So here we can add this image intervention Laravel facade. Alright. And thereafter we will have to create one function so that we can choose any image from the form. So let's create one function as file upload. And basically this will return one view. So I will return one view, but before returning this view, I will have to create one view. So inside this resources views, I will create one blade file as image upload.blade.php, and here I will use bootstrap 5. So I will generate this basic skeleton of bootstrap 5 using this bootstrap extension. Now let's remove these things. Yes, let's change this title to Laravel 11 image intervention. Okay, and here inside this body tag I will be creating one container, one row and column as Excel 6. All right, let's give padding from top and bottom, and inside this I will create one card. There will be card header and card body. Also we can keep card footer, and I will wrap this card in one form. So here I will open one form. Action we will have to define as, let's suppose, image dot store, and also we will have to define method as post. Then we will have to use enc type as multipart form data. All right, let me dock this, and let's close this form here to this card footer. Let's align it. Yes, inside this card header I will add one card title, and here I will add title as image intervention in Laravel 11. Okay, and then inside this card body I will be creating one div as form group, and inside this I will create one label for image. All right, there will be label closing, and after that I will create one input type of file. I will add class as form control, and we will have to pass name as image and id as image. All right, and inside this card footer I will add one button as button type submit. Class will be btn primary, and button text will be upload. Okay, this is done. Now inside this controller function, let's return this view as image upload, and also we will have to render this function, so we will have to create one route. So let's create one route as route colon get image, and here I will have to call this image controller colon class, and then we will have to call this file upload function. Let's import this controller here. I will write use app slash http slash controllers slash image controller. All right, now let's come back to the browser. Let's try to access this route, and we will have to define one more route as image.store. All right, so better we can create route group route colon controller, and inside this I will pass image controller class group function, and here let's move these two routes, and we don't require this, and here we will have to create one more route as route colon post image, and we will have to create one more function as store image. Let's give one name as image.store. all right, this is fine. So when we will choose any image and we will click on upload, this should trigger this function. So we will have to define one more function inside this image controller. So let's add this function as store image. All right, and here we will use this eliminate http request and its object as request. All right, and let's dump and die this request image, because we have input name as image here inside this form. All right, so inside this form let's add csrf directive. So we will be using @csrf. Let's refresh this page, and here let's select one image. Okay, now let's click on upload. Yes, we are getting image object. So in order to validate the image, we will be using request validate function, and inside this array we will have to pass field name as image we have, and this will be required, and also we will be accepting only image. So we will define MIMES type as png, jpg, jpeg, svg, GIF, and also we will define max as 2048, that will be 2 MB basically. And respective to this validation, we will have to display the error messages inside this blade file. So under this form group, let's add error directive. So if error has image, then this will display error message. So we will be writing text danger class for this, and here we will be displaying message. This is done. Let's come back to the browser. Now let's try to submit this form without choosing any image. Yes, this validation has triggered. Let's select any image. Let's try to click on upload. Yes, we are getting file object. So now in the next step, we will be proceeding with the image intervention for resizing image. So let's come back to the documentation again. And here if you will scroll up, then we have this basics, and inside this we have this image manager. Let's click on this. If you will scroll down, then we can see we have to use these two drivers. Alright. So basically intervention supports GD, that is graphics driver, and imagic driver for managing the images. So in PHP ini file, we already have the GD driver, graphics driver. So you will have to enable that extension first. And after that, you will have to import these two namespaces in your application. Alright. So let's copy these two namespaces, come back to the code, and inside this controller, we will have to add these two. So I already had this image manager. Let me remove this. Yes. And instead of this imagic, I will use GD because I have the GD graphics driver. Alright. Now again switch to the documentation. And here it provides image manager instance. That means using this driver, we will have to create one instance. So basically the working flow of image intervention is like, firstly we will have to upload the image from this form to our local directory, and then we will fetch that image from the directory, and then we can resize the uploaded image and we can save that to another directory. Alright. So this is the basically working flow of this image intervention. We will have to read the image from the local directory that is already uploaded in our local file system. So before proceeding the image manager instance, let's proceed the upload functionality. So here let's start upload functionality for the image. So we are already getting this request image. So let me create one variable as image, and here I will use request file system, and then from this file system I will get image. Alright. Now in the next step, I will generate the unique image name using the timestamp. Alright. So I will create one variable as image name, and here I will call get client original extension provided by Laravel. So basically this will return the extension of this image, whether it is JPG, PNG or JPEG, anything. Alright. And before this extension, I will use this time function, and I will concat this with this extension. Alright. So basically this will return the timestamp file name if I will put dump and die image name. Alright. Let's check this. If you will refresh, then we can see we are getting this timestamp dot extension, because our uploaded image extension is .png. So we are getting the extension. Now we will proceed with the image upload. So as of now, I'm going to upload this image in the public directory. If I will expand this directory, then inside this public, currently we don't have any folder. Alright. So here I will use image, because I already extracted this request file image inside this $image variable. So I can use $image move function. Alright. So basically this move function will upload the image inside this public directory. So here this move function requires two parameters. The first parameter will be directory name. So let's suppose I'm giving directory name as uploads, and in the second parameter we will have to pass the image name that we are generating from this timestamp extension. So let's pass this image name. So here I will add upload image in the public uploads directory. Let's save and come back to the browser again. Now let's reload this. Yes, so it is reloaded and the image should be uploaded inside this uploads folder. Yes, we can see we have this image uploaded inside this uploads directory. If we will click on this, we have this uploaded image. Alright, now we can proceed with the resizing image using intervention. Alright, so I want this image to be resized in a specific dimension, because as of now we can see we have this large image, and if we will check this dimension, then we have this resolution as 2578 into 1490. Okay, so in case, let's suppose if you are creating any user profile management system, then in that case you need the resized image to manage the profile picture. Alright, so in that scenario you will have to resize the image after uploading this. So let's come back to the documentation again, and now we will have to copy this line. So basically this will create the driver from this GD graphics, because we have imported this graphics driver here. Alright, so let's create this graphics driver manager. Here we had imported this image manager. Alright, and we are using this driver. So basically we are creating a new instance of this graphics driver GD. Alright, so let me change this to image manager. Alright, and now we will be going ahead with the resizing image, and we will be storing that in a different directory. So let's switch to the documentation again, and under this resizing images option, let's click on this. We have this resizing the image section, and under this we will have to read the uploaded image from the directory, and after reading the image we can use this resize function. So basically this will manage the height and width in this pixel. Also we can specify the height or width specifically if we want to change the height or width according to our need. Then we will have to pass the named argument as like this. So let's go ahead with the reading image from the uploaded directory from the local file system. So I'll be adding comment as reading uploaded image from local file system as uploads directory. Alright, so I will be using this image manager read function. Alright, so I will be using this read function. Inside this read function we will have to pass the parameter as directory name along with the file name, because we are going to read the file from this uploads directory. So we will specify uploads, and then also we will have to pass the image name that is already uploaded here. So we already generated this timestamp file name, and using this timestamp file name we are uploading the image. So we will have to use the same timestamp file name here. Alright, so basically this will read the uploaded image from this uploads directory using this timestamp image name. Alright, and let me assign this to one variable as, let's suppose, thumbnail image. So I will provide thumb image. Alright, and now after reading this file we will have to resize the image. So in the next step we will have to call the resize function, as this provides this resize function. So let's call this resize function. So I will be using thumb image, because we have captured this timestamp image name inside this thumb image variable. So I will be using this thumb image resize function, and inside this resize function we can pass the dimension that we want to resize the image. So let's add 250 by 250. You can pass this according to your need. Alright, and after resizing the image we will have to store the resized image in different directory. Alright, so we can use this save function. So basically this save function requires two parameters. We will have to specify the directory name along with the file name. So in this case we will have to create one directory manually, because this intervention has not the permission to create the directory. Alright, else you will have to provide the access to create the directory by giving the permission. So as of now I'm going to create one more directory as thumbnails. Alright, so I have created one directory inside this uploads as thumbnails, and here I will have to specify the directory because we are uploading this in public directory. So I will give public path function, and inside this we have uploads and then thumbnails. So the new resized image will be saved inside this uploads thumbnails directory, and then we will have to concat this image name because the uploaded image will be saved using the same timestamp image name. Alright, this is done, and here we can return back with success, image uploaded and resized successfully. Okay, in between we can store image in the database. So as of now I'm not going to store that in a table. Let's come back to the browser. Let's refresh this application, and also we will have to capture the success response inside this blade file. So here, before this form, capture this alert response. So I will create bootstrap div class alert. Alright, and inside this I will add condition if session has success and if, and inside this I will use session get success. Okay, this is done, and here we can capture one response just like this. So if we have response, then we will display the success message, else we can display the error message as unable to upload and resize image. Okay, yeah, this is done. Now let's capture this error message as well. So here we will write else if session has error, then we will capture the same alert just like this, and I will write alert danger. Yeah, this is fine. And here instead of success we will have to pass session get error. Alright, this is done. Now let's come back to the browser. Let's refresh it once. Let's try to upload image. Let's click on upload. Yes, it returned the success message as image uploaded and resized successfully. Now let's come back to the directory, and inside this thumbnails we can see we have this 337 file name, and here this is resized. Alright, so here we can see this resized the image, and here it compressed it in the 250 by 250 dimension. The original image size was 2578 by 1490, but in some scenario if you will see this image is not clearly visible because this is resized, means this compressed this image. Alright, so the text is not clearly visible, but in some scenario if you want to crop the image, then we can check out this documentation again. It provides cover function. If you will search for cover, then we can see this will crop and resized. So currently we resized the image only, but if you want to crop and resize together, then we can use this cover function. Alright, so let's check that. Inside this image controller, instead of resize I will be using cover. Alright, let's come back to the browser again. Let's refresh it. Let's choose the same image. Let's click on upload. Let's check that, and here we have this 469. So we can see this time this cropped that image in 250 by 250 dimension. Alright, and if you'll see the differences in this, it resized the entire image in 250 by 250 dimension, but in the cover function it cropped and resized the image in the specified dimension. Alright, similar to this way, it provides different functions just to manage the image, just like it provides a scale up, a scale down function. We can add watermark, we can add image effect, just like we can blur, we can change the color, we can add blur effect, we can invert, and many other things. We can add text and font over the images, we can draw anything, just like we can add circle, we can add lining over the images, we can add animations. Alright, we can change the colors and transparency of the image as well. So for more information you can go through this documentation properly, and you can use this library effectively for your application. Alright, now we are at the end of this video, and in this video we have covered the Laravel image intervention. We learned how to install the library and also we have integrated with the Laravel application and explored fundamental functionalities like resizing the image while maintaining aspect ratio. Remember to consult the intervention image documentation for a deeper dive into the extensive capabilities. By using intervention image, you can efficiently manipulate images with your Laravel application. And the best thing is it improves user experience through faster loading times and visually appealing image presentation. So if you found this video helpful, please consider liking, subscribing and leaving a comment below. And if you have any questions, feel free to share what kind of image manipulation functionality you would like to see in the future videos. Throughout your Laravel development journey, strive for clear and concise code. Give a proper comment and follow the coding conventions. This will enhance readability and maintainability of your code. And when working with code, utilize screencasting tools with annotation to showcase the code and file paths in action. You can use proper code formatting tools to ensure your code is well structured and easy to follow. Consistent formatting improves readability for both you and other developers. I hope this comprehensive video provides a clear and informative guide to Laravel image intervention. So see you in the next video. Until then, happy coding.